What do you get when you combine Balatro with a push your luck dice game? Well, of course you get Rolling Deep, and today I'm diving straight into the chaos. Hi everyone, it's JP here from the Just Play podcast, and I'm doing another Just playthrough of Rolling Deep by Bitewing Games. And yeah, I'm really excited about this one actually. So if you haven't heard, Bitewing Games are doing a Table for One series, so a bunch of solo games. They're actually on kind of crowdfunding right now, I think Kickstarter, and they're doing a kind of dual package of games. The main focus, I think, is Rolling Deep, which is what I'm about to play. And the next one is called Eureka, which I've already covered on the channel, and I'll link to that video somewhere around here when I get around to it in editing. So yeah, I'm basically going to do a similar kind of style playthrough to Eureka, where I'm going to play the game, try and get as far as I can, and see what happens, right? And you can kind of join along in the ride and learn a little bit more about what makes Rolling Deep so fun and different. So let's jump straight to the table. So here we are. This is the Tabletop Simulator mod for Rolling Deep. And yeah, I think before we play, I'm just gonna basically let's go over here. Let's look at the little rulebook and show off what this is all about. So as it says here, join a trio of daring dice-head adventurers descending into the heart of a restless volcano in search for glory, treasure, and the secrets at the center of the earth. Each chapter of your journey brings new obstacles, strange tools, and terrifying creatures. Roll, adapt, push your luck as the depths grow darker, and trust that friendship will prevail. And they've got a how-to play video there from the QR code, which is it's pretty good actually. I think the guys at Bitewing have done that. And yeah, what is this game? Well, I think the designers kind of highlight it as a Balatro-inspired dice game, push your luck dice game. And if you've not heard of Balatro, I'd recommend you check that out. It's kind of a poker roguelike game, and it's digital. You basically can play on your phone or on the various consoles and PC and Steam and things like that. And I think it costs a tenner. And it's probably the best 10 quid you'll ever spend. And effectively in that game, you are kind of doing a run where you have a deck of cards as your basically your 52 cards in poker, or standard playing cards rather. And yeah, you're trying to create poker hands in order to create points, in order to beat the blinds in each of the poker rounds. And you keep going and going. And as you go, you shop, you get better cards, you get jokers that do really cool things. And you just create these insane bonkers engines to try and beat the game. When you beat the game, you unlock more content for the game. And essentially, Rolling Deep has that framework in there. And instead of poker, we've got dice. So here we go. We've got these three adventurers. If I just go back to the rule book, and I think there's a page here. There we go. Let's pop that on the screen. The expedition is kind of brought to life by these three dice head adventures. And if you like the artwork, it's basically that Cuphead inspired artwork. And I think the designer or the artist behind it is the actual artist from Cuphead, which you can tell because it's just cool. So you've got Sadie Snake Eyes as the green dice. You've got Sir Pipsqueak as the red dice. And Gary, who's I think the accountant, Sadie's accountant. There you go. And all three of these are represented by these dice, and if I zoom in, like, you can see their cute little faces. And you'll see also on the dice there are different sides, of different numbers, and they all do different things. So we'll get into that as we play. I'm not going to do a full teach. I'm just going to kind of highlight very simply what this game is about, and we'll get straight into it. So up here we have chapters. So we actually have 5 chapters in the game. I'm going to try and get through as many as possible before I die or lose in the game. And the game is going to get progressively harder and harder as we play. And these numbers here, here, and here effectively are our targets for each round of the game. And that's where I'm going to kind of direct you to this main board here. So we have this kind of tracker that goes all the way down to 50. These bows are representing the bosses, which are kind of represented in these cards, which we'll see in the round 3 of each chapter. And yeah, effectively, it says here we've got 6 points. We need to get to 6 on the first round in chapter 1, which means this marker, I need to get up to at least 6 to cross the threshold, and away we go. Basically, a win. We get some stuff, we can do lots of things, then we can go shopping, and then we can modify potentially our dice or get cards in our tableau which will help us pop off every time we roll these dice, and it starts to create a little bit of an engine to kind of allow us to cross the line. We've got money we can spend on things eventually in the shop. We've got re-roll potions, which we can use to re-roll our dice should we not like the results. And our shop will be represented by these 3 decks of cards, which I've already shuffled, but let's give them another go. And these are represented by Gary, Sadie, and Sir Pipsqueak. So I think we just get straight into it, guys, right? I'm literally here. We're doing chapter 1. We are going to try and do what we can. So each round, I activate the torches at the start. I have no torches in my tableau at the moment, so we ignore that. And we basically try our luck and roll dice until we meet the target score. So that's pretty much what we're going to do in our adventurer's turn. So if I break the adventurer turn down in a bit more detail, you'll kind of see this here. We roll all 3 dice, and then I can spend luck, which is over here. And I can kind of move this over and spend reroll potions to reroll dice. Now, the first time I do it in a round, it'll cost me 1 of these. If I do it again, it's going to cost me 2 and then 3, and that's as max as I can go. So let's crack onto it. Let's do chapter 1 and let's beat 6. So I'm going to move the dice somewhere in the middle right here, and then we're going to give them a load of rolls, and we're just going to go and see what we get. So I've got a 0 and a potion, a 2 and a 0. And you know what? For the first round, I'm 33% there. I've got what I need, and I get a potion. So let's get a potion. So again, getting more of these is pretty good, but that is the first turn of this round. So I've got 2 more turns to try and get 6. So we go again. So let's see what we get now. And we roll, and we get another 2. 1, 2 goes over here. And this is going to give me another potion and a coin. So really, I need 2. I need 2 to get to 6. If I don't get 2, I'm going to be in trouble. So let's see on the last turn of this round. Let's see what happens. So I get 1, 2, easy peasy. We get the 6. I get no bonuses on these dice. They're literally just 1, 1, 0. And I've met the target within 3 turns. And basically I'll flip these back, ready for round 2. So now if I check this out, what do I get? I get 3 coins. So let's get some more coins. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. And now I can gain interest, which is what this arrow means here. So basically get interest on coins or interest on rolling potions. Now, for every 3 potions, I can get 1 coin, or for every 5 coins, I can get a reroll potion. So actually, I've got 7 coins, so I'm going to get another reroll potion because they are very, very useful. So that pretty much breaks that down. If I go back to my player aid, I've gone through pretty much all of this stuff in each round. So let's go here and we gain our rewards. I got my reward of 3 coins. I've done my interest, and now we shop, the exciting bit in the game. So I'm going to flip this over, and we get a card for each, and then we're going to have a proper look at what these cards are. So any card with a little cog symbol in here means it's going to go into your tableau. And if you see, we've got these cog slots where 0 to 1, I can have 4 cards in that row. 2 to 3, I can have 3. 4 to 5, I can have 2, and then 6 plus, I can only have 1. And these numbers here represent the result. So this symbol here is essentially the result of all of my dice. So if I get a 0 to 1 on the result of all of my die, I can proc this row and do some really cool things. So on average, I think the 2 to 3 is more likely to happen. As we saw, I rolled a result of 2 each time in each round. So that's something I'm considering, and the costs are all on here on the cards. And I've got 7, so I can't really do a lot at the moment. Pickaxes allow me to, when I score, I can get basically 2 money if 2 of the die faces are the same. I can get an extra potion whenever any amount of mushrooms are destroyed. I'm not explaining mushrooms, they are likely to come out, so we'll do that. But this wand looks pretty cool. I think I'm going to buy this wand. So what does this actually do? So this is $7. And when this result scores, so when basically this row scores, I get 2 extra progress for each face-up turn token. So this is going to help early and get me kind of moving forward. But I have spent literally all of my coins. So they go in here. If I can put them away properly, let's put you all in there. So I have no money left. That is me done. And these I cannot afford, so they're going to go in the discard pile. And that is the shopping bit done. Advance and reset all turn trackers and score trackers and proceed to the next round. So we're ready, we're done, we go to the next round in chapter 1. So now we have to beat 7. I'll put this back to 0 and we go to 7. So it's slightly harder, but the rewards are greater. And we're inching ever forward to the boss, which is what this bow tie is kind of referencing here. And the boss is Cleat Freak, which is pretty weird. So ignore results 1 to 3, which is going to be a bit of a problem for me, to be honest. So yeah, so I'm going to have to sort that one out. So yeah, let's get cracking with the next round. And we're going to take our dice and we're going to go. So now we've got 3. So 2, 3 plus a coin. So we get that because, again, the coin's there. 1 and a coin. And I get 3, 1, 2, 3. But now our result is 3. This fires up. And effectively, I will get 2 extra for each face-up token. So I've got 2. And I'm going to get another 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I've already crossed the threshold without worrying because of this power. So that's already done. I don't have to worry too much about that. So I'll just reset that now. And now I get 5 coins. And we look at our interest again. And do I want more money this time? I think I am. I'm going to get another 2 coins because for every 3 potions, I get a coin. So that's sorted out. It's worth noting, you might have noticed this scroll. This scroll allows me to have 5 progress if I flip it. So this is kind of, I'm in a bit of dire straits and I'm just going to need a bit of a boost and help. That's what this does. So let's go shopping again and see what we've got. All right, here we go. So we've got this torch which activates at the start of round. That's going to give me money. So I'm going to spend 5 money to get 2 money every round for the rest of the game. Now this means on the row 4 to 5, I can basically add 4 mushrooms here, which is going to help. And what mushrooms do, if I just quickly show you, for every mushroom that is in that row, you will add that as progress to your score, but then you will degrade 1 mushroom each time that is procced. So that is something that is pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Or this one, whenever mushrooms would be destroyed from this row, you destroy a potion or another card instead, so you can keep the mushrooms out. So again, that's pretty good as well. So I think I like money. But what do I like? I was hoping to get some cards that would change the die faces. So yes, this is much like Dice Forge or Kapow, I think is the other game, where you can actually manipulate and change the faces of the dice. There you go. I haven't seen any of those cards yet. And I've got 8 cash, so I can't afford all of these. I think this would be excellent if I can actually roll this much. I think I'm going to go for this. And we're going to spend that. And literally put 4 mushrooms. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I think this is going to be needed from the boss. And that's effectively what we are going to do. Okay, I am done on that. So we can put those in the bin. I have paid 6 coins. So that needs to go in here. 1, 2, in there. And these go here. This goes here. And that is pretty much the end of that round. We're all set up for the next round to go to 8. So now we have this boss. So this boss, it says it ignores results 1 to 3. So if I roll anything that's a 1 to 3, this is going to ignore it. So this is kind of now getting in the way and it's going to stop me from progress, which is not going to be great. So yeah, considering I'm procking off the rows 2 to 3, it's going to make this pretty useless. But that's also some of my reasoning of why I wanted to get mushrooms in the 4 to 5. So if I can roll a couple of 2s and use some re-rolls to do that, that is definitely going to help. So let's see what happens. This is rolling deep. And here we go. We have got 2, 1, 3, 4. So I've got 4 and a coin. So again, remember, this has got the coin symbol. So I get 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the mushrooms adding 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Bing, 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 bing. That works, but I have to get rid of a mushroom. It's leaving me with 3 in this row. So I've already done it on 1 roll, which is pretty amazing. So you can get in the bin and you can go away. And this time, I don't get money as the reward. I get a discovery card. So let's have a look at what we get. So this allows me to get $7 or destroy all mushrooms, and then plus 4 mushrooms to each row. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to destroy all mushrooms and effectively put 4 mushrooms to each row. That is amazing. I've not had this card before. So I'm just going to pop these out here. Okay, there we have it. We have got mushrooms galore. So we have got some good seeding for basically some really epic turns later in the game. But I haven't gone shopping yet. Oh no, I haven't done my interest. Let's do the interest. I've got my discovery. I do interest. I don't hardly have any money. So I'm going to pop another 2 coins for having 6 reroll potions. So again, we need some bit more utility here. So I'm going to flip this, and I'm going to flip this, and then flip this. Let's have a look. So I can put another mushroom here for 1 coin, which is pretty... Now I've got all of these, I'm less interested. But this is $5. And do I have $5? I literally have $5. Also use mushrooms from the row above. Ooh, that is pretty good. That is pretty good. And I think I'm going to pop you here and pay for that one. So let's put you in there. So this just means if I roll a 4 to 5, I can also use these mushrooms here as well as these, which is going to give me some insane combos. All right, let's put you out of the way. Okay, so I think we are now on chapter 2. So we pop you here, and now you can see we've got 10 to beat. Reset you to 0, put you on 10. And we go again, but now it's 10, 12, and 14. So this is, again, progressively getting harder. We basically look at the top of the boss deck, and we know that this boss is going to be Rocco and Rocco's brother. So basically, we're dealing with Rocco at the minute, and he ignores 1 faces on your die. So we're going to have to ignore all 1s. So now, if I see anything that's upgrading my dice to get rid of 1s, that's possibly something to think about, right? So we are ready for the next round. Let's flip this token back, and we are for the first turn of this round. And let's see what happens, people. Let's hopefully we're going to do well. Again, I haven't got the boss yet. We're going to do the boss at some point. So we have a 1 and a 1 and a coin. I'm all right with that. So we get 2. I get a coin. And a 2 means I'm procking this row, which means all of those mushrooms effectively will kick in. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we lose 1 of those mushrooms. They go in there. And because it's a 2, 3, we get +2 for each face up. So I get another 2 for the first face up token and another 2 for the second. And I've already on turn 1 got my result. And it feels so good when you can do it. And this is where the Balatro style element comes in, because when you start creating these insane combos of cards and tableaus and things just pinging and popping off, and yeah, it's good fun. I'm telling you, it's great fun. Right, so that's that done. So we then go into reward. We want our reward, so we get 3 coins. 1, 2, 3. So now I have 4 coins to spend, and I'm going to take another 2 again from my interest from potions. So again, 3 potions is a coin. I've got 6. And let's put these there because they were discarded from last turn. And now we go shopping again. So what have we got? Die faces, people. Come on. There's got to be some. We still do not have die faces. And I only have, what have we got? 6 coins. Yeah, 6 coins. So I can set any, and these are scrolls, and scrolls you can use at any point during your turn. So if you really need something, that's going to be really helpful. But if I buy that, I can't buy anything else. That's going to be re-roll at the start, and that's going to do that. I actually think I'm going to buy this scroll. We'll put this scroll up somewhere here. Put this in this little mini tableau down the bottom for 3 coins. So that just means I can always just set a dice to what I want, just in case I don't meet the requirements. I can't afford you, and I can't afford you. And that is the end of that. Let's flip that back, move to the next round. So now we need to get 12. So let's do that. Again, we're going to go as far as we can. Forget to chapter 3, 4, 5, forget to the end. Let's see what would happen. But now it is 12 we've got to beat. So we restart, reset. Let's go. Let's do it. So we got 1, 1, and 1 with a coin. So we get another coin. So we got 3. So I'll take that. 1, 2, 3. The mushrooms will kick in. 1, 2, 3. And this mushroom's degrading. So you can see that they get less and less powerful. And again, for each face-up token, I've got 2 face-ups. So I get 1, 2, 1, 2. So I'm now already on 10 on the first roll. I'm feeling pretty confident. and we're going to go again. So here we go, re-roll. I got nothing on that one, but I got another 3 and a coin. So building up. So 1, 2, 3. I've surpassed the result, and happy days, win. So we get the 5 reward. I'm going to put this back, and then I gain interest. So this time, because I have a fair amount of money, 8, 10, I'm going to get 2 more re-roll potions. So again, re-roll potion for each 5 money I have, and then we're going to go shopping. And let's see if we can get some more goodies. So what we got? We have got 2 mushrooms to this row if all 3 of the dice are the same. That's quite hard to do, unless I engineer the dice to do that eventually. We get, whenever you gain exactly 1 potion, I also gain 2 money. It's quite nice. And I get 4 progress if all 3 are the same. Can only afford 1 of these. And I quite like this one. I quite like this one. Yeah, so because this is a compass, this will basically trigger when this result row scores. Now the pickaxes, they actually they can score whenever. So I'm just looking kind of at the rules here. You've got torches at the top there. So here, torches at start of the adventure phase, which we know. Compasses have passive effects or at specific times noted on each card when you're determining your dice result, etc. So compasses are actually passive. Sorry, they're not on result rows. They can happen regardless. Wands happen on the result row. Pickaxes every time a roll is scored, regardless of where it is. And piggy banks at the start of the interest phase. So yeah, so we've got some pickaxes which will happen regardless. So I can probably put this down at the bottom. Unlikely to score anything, but yeah, that's good. That's good. I think I'm going to, whenever you do this, I think I'm going to pop you up in this, because I don't need this to be here to score it. It's going to happen regardless. That's going to cost me 5. That's what we're going to do. And I could buy this one as well. Yeah, let's do it. No guts, no glory. We're going for it. Let's put this in here. Happy days. And I will buy you, because it's a pickaxe as well. That happens. Let me just double check. It happens each time a roll is scored, so it doesn't matter. So I'm going to get 2. Oh, it's to this row, though. Now I'm going to put you here. So we get 2 mushrooms to this row if 3 of the die faces are the same. And this one I cannot afford, so let's put you back. So that's the shopping done. And advance and reset. So we are advanced, and we get to 14. This is the end of chapter 2, and we now have the boss. The boss is in play. So we ignore 1s on my dice. And I didn't get a chance to actually re-roll them or do anything there. So we get 14, reset you back to 0. And let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Right. Crap. So this is the first bad thing that's happened in this game. So this one is actually a nothing. This one is a nothing. And this is a nothing. So actually, I'm going to have to re-roll. So I'm going to spend the first re-roll potion. And I will re-roll Mr. Pipsqueak. Sir Pipsqueak. And that's giving me a face, which means nothing in this game. So I'm going to spend another 2. And I will re-roll Gary. Let's see if we can get something of Gary. Gary, this is not going so well. I need to get something. Let's go for it. I've got re-roll potions for a reason. I should be on there, and now I'm on the last one. So let's go Gary again. Come on, Gary. It's a 2. I'm going to have to take that 2. I'm going to have to do it. So I get 1, 2 from the result. Then I get another 2 from the mushrooms. Getting rid of 1. And then, because that's flipped, because it's the first turn, I get another 1, 2, 3, 4 for this. And I didn't get 3 of the same, so this doesn't happen. I didn't get any potions, so I don't get that. And effectively, that is the first turn. Second turn, I've got to get a better result. No 1s, please. Okay, so I get 1 there. I get a rubbish there. I'm going to... Oh, yeah, this resets, by the way. So now I'm going to spend another reroll potion to... Let's reroll Gary. We were lucky last time. Less lucky, and I do not have enough reroll potions, so I'm going to have to accept that result and get a 1, which actually then goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on this row, because it's a 1 that's rolled. And I didn't get a potion, but I'm actually only 1 away, so I don't feel too bad as we get into the third turn. Let's do it. So we get 111, which means nothing's going to happen. So I'm going to have to spend that reroll and hope I actually do this. And we get a 0. So this will actually mean I get a 0. But actually, I'm okay. Luckily, so 0, that would be 0. And that would be ignored, but I get the coin. But it's still this row. So my result is still 0. So I get 1, 2, 3. And thanks to the mushrooms, saved my bacon and got me across the finish line. So thank you so much, mushrooms. I've never liked you so much. So that's you. Boss done. Move you out of the way. And I'm going to flip these back in readiness. And what do I get? I get a discovery card. So what do we get now? Look at that. We've got a lovely little trophy. So I can get 7 money or 3 mushrooms and freely arrange my mushrooms. So I think I will do the game 3 mushrooms and freely rearrange. So we can get 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to put 3 back here because they seem to be rolling this more. I'm going to move 2 into this row. I will move 2 into this row. So there we go. So if I roll the 2 to 3 now, I'm getting a +6. So this is going to help me massively. All right. Then we're going to get interest. I do not have enough coins to get reroll potions, and I don't have enough reroll potions to get coins. So that's good. So let's put you up there. And then we go shopping with 3 coins. I don't think I'm going to be able to afford a lot. Oh, but here we go. Here we go. Now we're getting the books. The books are knowledge. And you see at the bottom here, you can start to get die faces. Now we're going to start to see some cool things happen. Reroll potions are going to be good. I'm going to need those. And so I think I'm going to buy this one for 3 money. So let's put you in the bag. And that's going to allow me to get a 1 + 2 potions on Gary's dice. Now, the rule here is I cannot replace his face. That's always going to be a thing. Okay, there we go. So now we've got our 1 with 2 potions on, so slightly making this dice better. I wish I had more money to upgrade to Pipsqueak, but I do not. So I cannot afford any of these. And my tableau gets ever weaker. But we are on now chapter 3. And we get a new boss. So who's the boss? We have got Stellar Gamut. So we ignore any results that are the same, 2 results. So that's... I've not been doing that much, so I don't think that's a big problem. But the results now are 17. That's what I've got to get to 17 to make this, make this easier for me. But we'll see what happens. But we're ready to rock. So let's flip that. Let's do this. Let's roll those dice. And what do we have? We have 2 faces and a 1. Great. And I have no reroll potion, so I have to accept it. So we get the 1, but we have 4 mushrooms. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Getting rid of 1 of the mushrooms. And nothing else procs. I don't get any equal faces. But I can set this to any side. If I remember, I've got my scroll if I ever need it. But, I've got, 5 out of that roll of 1. Which is not the end of the world, right? It's not the end of the world. I think I might accept it and we'll just go again. So let's do round 2. Let's go. And what do we get? We get another 2 character faces and a 1, which is slightly getting worse. I think I'm going to use this. I'm going to use my my scroll, set dice to any side. So I'm going to put that into the deck. So who do I want to put where? So I think I might do this one. Yeah. Because every time I gain exactly 1, I also gain. Oh, okay. So maybe we just put it here and have done with it. Yep. We've set that to a 2. So I'll get a total of 3. 1, 2, 3. And also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get rid of a mushroom. And I proc this row. So for each face up token, I've only got 1. I get another 2. And all 3 of them are not the same. So it is what it is. Fine. So that's pretty good. We are on the last turn of this round. So let's go see what we get. We get 2 reroll potions, which I desperately need, but I get 2. And then I get another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have no more face-up turn tokens, and they're not all three of the same face. And that's pretty much that. And because I gained more than one reroll, I don't get that money. So it's only when I get one, which I have not rolled, but I have passed. So I get my reward. I get 3 money, and then interest-wise, I can't do either. So I'll have to ignore that. And then we go shopping. So let's see what delights we have in the shop. Basically, compasses. So plus mushroom to this row whenever you gain a consumable item. Equipment that costs 3, it costs 1 instead. So that's going to make 3 cost equipment cheap. And also character faces give 2 to the result. Oh, that's quite nice. Because I've been rolling a lot of that, but it's irrelevant. I've got no money. So cannot afford to do much there. Okay, so next round we do that. We flip these back and we start again. I did not reset the luck track, which I should have done. There we go. So we get a 4. 4. This is good. We get 2 more of them. We get 1 of them. And we get 4 movement. But I have not reset this. I'm getting ahead of myself. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 from the result of that. And then I trigger this. So I get another 2 for this. That gets rid of that mushroom. And this also says use the mushrooms from the row above. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get rid of that one. And effectively, that is not a bad first turn for chapter 3. I've got to 11. So I'm over halfway already. Happy days. We do turn 2 and let's see what happens. Ha! Well, there you go. That is a 0, but that is not great. So I'm going to have to re-roll, I think. Let's re-roll Gary because it's the one I did something with. Okay, so that would be 1 plus 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I will accept that result. And that would have been on there. And I would have got rid of one of these mushrooms as well. So that would have gone. Get in that bag. There you go. And whenever I do that, that doesn't matter anyway. So that's all done. And then we get to the last round or turn of the round. And I've got to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got to get 5. Let's go. Let's do it. And look at this. 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a coin. This is exactly what I wanted. This is good. And actually get 1 more because the mushroom is there. But this is now depleted. Oh yeah, but I also use the row from above. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want to, but I have to. So there you go. That is pretty much what we got to do. So that is a success. I get 5 coins for that. Now I have money. I can get interest. So I will get 2 reroll potions because I have 10 money. So 5 for each. And now I think I can go shopping and have lots more fun. I do like altering the die faces. So this is a no-brainer. So I'm going to spend 1 to do this. And again, it has to be on Gary's dice. So if I pick the 0, so that's that one. I have 9 coins left. The pickaxes give 2 if I get the same on the sides. I do like this because pickaxes will just happen. So I think I will buy you and put you up here because pickaxes could just happen on rolls. Doesn't matter on the results. So that's 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's put you in there. Okay. So I actually have 6 left. So I could get this for each. Yeah, so this is basically free progress for each piggy bank card that I have. I don't have any, so I don't think I'm going to bother with you. I'm going to keep my money because I've been running dry and that's been problematic. Now I get to round 3, chapter 3, which I now need 23 to basically get to on this winding path of going to the center of the earth. But we have this boss, we have Stella. She's going to get in our way. She's annoying. And if we actually roll 2 of the same die faces, I've got to ignore them. So that's annoying. But that's the rub in the game. Let's reset you as well. These are different because I've got the potions and I've got they're basically a 1 there. So I do get 2 for this. I'm going to take that. I'll take the potion. So I get 2 potions because it's the double one. I got 2 from that, which is this row, which means I get another 3. 1, 2, 3. Degrade a mushroom. And I get 2 for each face-up token. There's 2, so I get 1, 2, 3, 4 because of the 2 turn tokens. And if they're all the 3 the same, I would add. 2 aren't the same either, so I can't get my progress score. But that's good because this is actually rendered useless because of her ability, which is kind of annoying. And that is that round. I'm a bit worried about this round, people. I'm not going to lie. So let's see what happens. Right, we've got 2, 3, 4 with a coin. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and I get a coin. And I don't get any extra mushrooms, but I can use these mushrooms. So 1, 2 above. And that's it. Now I wish I kept my scroll, but that's okay. That's okay. I've got this still. I can still use my scroll, which I might need to. Let's have a look. So the last roll, last turn. Oops. Right, let's do the... All right, cut this bit. All right, let's do the last turn. That's not what I want. That's bad. That is bad. Because even with 1... Oh, no, I might be okay. So 1 plus the 2 mushrooms. See how quickly these mushrooms disappear on you. Gives me this. I don't get any of those. They're not there. Nothing else will happen. I'm going to have to spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to have to use my scroll. It's the only way of me getting to the side that I can think of. But we do it. We just do it by the skin of our teeth. So let's get this thing. So I can get 7 money, or the next equipment you gain has a +1 equipment. Okay, so that's quite interesting. Yeah, so effectively that +1 gear symbol allows you to add an additional equipment into that row. So yeah, you basically can extend your tableau out pretty effectively, actually. So I'm going to keep that. Just going to put that over here to remind me that I've got that. So the next equipment will do this. And I'm just kind of tuck it in with it. So that's cool. But we do get to chapter 4, which is actually the furthest I've ever been in this game on this TTS mod. But we have 27 to get to. This is kind of getting difficult now. 27, and let's see what we got. But we have a new boss. Oops. Which is fungus. Destroy 1 mushroom from every row, each roll, or flip. Which we do not want to basically do. Don't want to rotate them into the harder sides. You might be wondering why they've got this red section at the bottom. Well, that is down to when you get to the end. So it makes the boss like doubly hard and more annoying, which is pretty much how the game works. So we don't have to worry about him yet. We get rid of her because we got rid of her last time. So let's put you in there in the bin. And we are ready to rock for chapter 4, round 1. Things are looking a little bit dire, I'm not going to lie. Have I built a good enough engine to beat this game? Possibly not. Possibly not. But I have a 2. And I have 2 die faces the same, which means this procs regardless of the result row. So that I get another 2. So 1, 2. But the result is 2, and it activates this row. I get 1 for the mushroom, which depletes this mushroom now fully. And I get 2 for each face-up token. So I get another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see how this is just pulled together. Didn't get 3 of the same type, so that doesn't matter. And that ends the first round. Let's do the second round. Can I get to 27? I don't know. We get 3. 1, 2, 3. No more mushrooms in this row. I get another 2 for this because it's the 1 more token. And that's it. I don't think I've got enough in the tank. So there you go. Oh, I've just realised something though. And this is a retrospective. Whoops. I didn't go shopping. So I'm going to do that quickly now. Which I'm probably hindering myself massively by doing this. So let's correct this. Let's buy this. It's kind of cheating, but I'm hopefully showing the game off as well. Buy this, and this would have actually added another gear icon, and this is going to add 2 to the result. Okay, so effectively I would have had 1 2 1 2 by doing that. Slight cheat, but I don't care because I'm showing the game off. But yeah, not shopping is a massive hindrance in this game, so I'm taking it. So let's see if it's enough. Is it enough? Can I do it on the last roll? And I need what am I on? 18, 27. Yeah, so I've got a good 9 to get, but I'm not sure how I'm going to do it anyway. So let's go. We get 3. 1 2 3, and I get no more for this. I get nothing for this. I get 2 for that row, and I think, ladies and gentlemen, this is game over for Rolling Deep. This is it. I did not get enough to beat 27, and just like Balatro, if you don't do it, you end, and that's the game. So there you go. This is pretty much Rolling Deep by Bitewing Games. Hopefully you enjoyed kind of how this works. You can kind of see the engines that you're kind of producing, you know, with the amount of cards that you're kind of finding in the game. You know, there's loads of cards in here from the different characters, all adding to the tableau, all creating different synergies and different things that are kind of happening. And this is where the game is. And the beauty of this as well is if I'd got to the end and I'd beaten the game, if I got to chapter 5, you might think, well, what happens after that? What's the point? What's the point in getting to the end and then have I finished the game? I'll never need to play it again. Well, this is where the key thing happens, right? Because you have a big unlockable deck box of extra cards and things. So every time you play and you win, you're going to unlock more content for the game. So that when you play again, that content comes in, just like roguelikes on digital versions of games. And this game's going to keep providing more and more, and hopefully giving that dopamine hit of, yes, I've won, what do I get? And you get better and better and more combos and things like that. And the designers have said that there is pretty much around 100 hours of gameplay in the base box, which is mad. It's quite insane, really, if you think about it. And I'm really looking forward to getting the actual version, you know, because tactile games of rolling dice, I want to physically do it, not in TTS. So yeah, I'm looking forward to trying it out. But anyway, that's Rolling Deep, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that. And yeah, I'm going to switch back to the main camera and just exit out of the show. So I just want to say a massive thank you to, for those who have been watching on the playthroughs, who've been enjoying the little playthroughs that I've been doing. I want to continue to do more of them alongside the podcast because I find them fun. I think it's just a good thing to do and just show a bit of diversity on the channel and all that kind of lovely stuff. But if you've enjoyed the show, please engage, please comment, please like, please subscribe. It makes a massive difference to channels like this, and I love it if you could do that. And if you have done it, thank you so much. You are awesome. If you want to support the channel even further, I am on Coffee. You can find the details down in the show notes. And yeah, basically any kind of monies that are kind of put forward to the podcast as support, it keeps the show hosted. It keeps the guests coming because basically the show can grow and grow and we can level up the equipment and do all that kind of stuff. But really, all that's left to say, as always, is you only grow old when you stop playing. Take care, everyone.